Hey y'all, this is a quick video to talk a little bit about our good sis Daniela and a question that has just been circling my mind. I am knee deep in rewatching the series from the very beginning, that is season 1 episode 1, and doing research for future videos that you guys will see very, very soon, that I think is necessary just because with the changing of the writers, I want to be able to deep dive into if the writing is now starting to level out and seem like it's a little bit more consistent. Is it the same old stuff? Are we about to go through a true evolution? Like, I just want to discuss things from a very well thought out, well researched place. So I've been rewatching the series to be able to pull specifics and of course my receipts and be able to support certain things that I'm hypothesizing. But in the course of that, Daniela, one of the things I have been asking myself is she going to realize that she's trash? What's good? If you're new here, I'm Erica Vane, your good sis you let us talk TV with. If you're not new, welcome back, boo. But if you are new, hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out. I post new Sistas videos amongst other series and films that I am reviewing right here on Erica Vane TV, one of the best places on the interwebs to discuss film, television, and entertainment media. If I do say so myself. The comment section is a great place for us to have really intentional, passionate conversations. This ain't gonna be a video where I get too riled up, so it won't be too many people talking about some calm down, it ain't that serious. But if you are one of those people, if you are new here and you lean towards that, don't even do it. This ain't the place to do it. Erica's a very passionate person. I'm actually excited for episode 6, which we'll see tomorrow because I'm recording this the day before. And then, of course, we're going to be doing our Sistas Keeper right after, which is a live after show to discuss what went down in the episode. But let's get back to the topic at hand of this video. Daniela, and is she going to realize that she's trash? So part of the work that happens in therapy is not just you getting to a place of understanding and acceptance for all of the trauma and the bad things that have happened to you, but it's also providing you with resources, time, and practices that help you get to an understanding of all of the things that you caused yourself and how you are actually showing up in the world. Because that's something that I think that people disassociate a lot. Like, some people will find themselves in certain circumstances in life, will find themselves with certain friend groups, will find themselves in certain jobs, will find themselves in spaces, and then completely disassociate the person that they are, not realizing that the person that they are allows for them to be in that particular space. And this is not to create a vacuum to victim blame at all, because yes, things do happen to people. I believe myself to be a good person, and shitty things have happened to me. I'm currently in a circumstance right now where I am cleaning house and I am going through and I'm auditing relationships and I'm reestablishing and recommunicating boundaries, and anybody who can't get with it got to go. And that happens, one, because yes, sometimes people take advantage of you. Yes, sometimes people do things to you, but also in a lot of cases, those things only happen because we allow them to happen. So when I ask, is Daniela going to realize that she's trash? I'm really wondering if she's going to really commit to therapy in a way that she's going to allow the therapist to expose her actions, her thoughts, and her feelings to herself, which will ultimately reveal that she has been in a very trash era of her life. She has had little to no regard for her own well-being. She has had little to no regard over her health, over her mindset, over her relationship with friends, over her romantic relationship. She has literally just kind of been floating through life, just existing with no intentionality, no purpose, and no real grounding in anything. And that has created the perfect storm for her to react in jealous ways, for her to overreact, for her to hide, for her to not be able to truly cultivate meaningful relationships with these girls that she calls her sisters, because she is too busy just not deciding to be a better woman, not deciding to choose the right thing, not deciding to take time and not just jump into bed with everyone, not thinking about what it is that she wants to do if she no longer wants to be at the airport, not auditing the fact that she drinks and smokes nonstop and has no food in her damn refrigerator, not thinking about why do I feel the way that I feel when Karen walks into a room, or when Andi gets a promotion, or when Sabrina talks to me about Calvin. Why was I so nasty to this person? Like, she literally spent so much time not doing this, like not doing a damn thing, which has allowed her to become a very trash person. And I, again, think that if she is honest and committed to therapy, this is something that is going to come up. And I hope it does. But I'm still unconvinced that Daniela is going to be truly committed to therapy. I think from what we have seen thus far, she's still very much so committed to the blame game. And again, this does not take away anything that she has experienced, because in the last episode we got to see that she was disrespected and, you know, accosted in a relationship in college, and that should have never happened to her. I'm not saying that she called that in or she deserved that. I am not saying that at all. So please do not run y'all asses over to the app formerly known as Twitter being like, Eric, could you say it? I did not say that. Y'all be lying. But what I am saying is, after clearly, which we don't know all of them, but after clearly a string of traumatic events, Daniela has worked her way into a hole in her life that she refuses to come out of. And that hole has unfortunately become a dumpster, a trash can, if you will. And now she's behaving like a person who lives in the trash, i.e. trash. And at any given point, she can climb her way out of it. But the first way to climb your way out of it is to actually realize that you're in it, realize that you are it, and realize that you don't want to do that anymore. I think one of the first things that, and it's not that it's the most important, but it's the most recent, which is why I'm saying it's the first thing. Because don't get me wrong, Karen is not top of mind in reference to what Danni got to really deal with to heal. Danni got a lot of other things. However, the most recent performed toxicity within a relationship that she supposedly cares about is going down right now with her dismissal and disrespect of Karen and her relationship with Karen. So this is one of the first things that I think that she needs to address, being the most recent, so that she can see how trifling she is. She already kind of alluded to it when she was talking to Tony, and then Tony gave her the day off to go and support Karen. And then even with that, like, you're supposed to go support Karen, but you just end up back at the salon drunk, making goofy ass toast, not running interference, knowing that Zach's coming guns a-blazing. Like, there needs to be some accountability for that. There needs to be some honesty around that. There needs to be this is what happened, this is what I did, this is why I did it, this is how I feel, and none of it has to be right, but I did it. And if you're sorry for it, then communicate an apology. I don't know. Again, this is just a quick one where I'm talking out some of my thoughts. I wonder, do y'all think that Daniela is going to realize that she's trash? Honestly, this might also be because I'm in a season where I just don't believe anything that Daniela has to say. I think that she's one of the most ridiculous and trifling type of women that can be in relationship with other women. And these are the type of women that I avoid at all costs, which is why I have such beautiful friendships with my friend. Like, shout out to my homegirl who was just here last week, y'all. Y'all been seeing a slowdown in the videos because I've been living my best life, and one of my good homegirls is in town, and I just really enjoyed just kicking it with her. Anyway, Daniela is a friend. And that's friends used loosely, but air quotes, that I would avoid and ultimately break up with, because it's an absolutely hell no to me. And at the point that we're seeing her now before episode 5, we're not seeing her remorseful. We're seeing her reflective, but it's not in a way of like taking any kind of ownership. And until she can take ownership for anything, she's not going to be able to really be able to fully see herself, really operate in a place of full awareness. So I don't actually think that she's going to realize that she's trash. I don't think that she's going to realize much of anything in this entire season. It might be a season 8 thing. And it's interesting how this season is starting to shape up, which I don't want to get into too many predictions about the season. However, we're clearly getting the big ass plot point of like, who is the baby daddy for real with Karen and Zach before the mid-season finale, which means that I think that the second half of season 7 is going to be more focused on the girls, like the sisters and their relationships, and we're probably going to see their relationship start to break. So again, I don't know if we're going to actually get to see Danny realize that until they go through a more extenuating circumstances that forces them to rethink about their friendship, to really contemplate and like maybe compromise on certain perspectives. And I don't see that coming in season 7. But I pose the question, I present the thought, and then y'all go ahead and expand upon it, and let's discuss in the comment section down below. It's your good sis, you let it talk TV with. I thank you so much for listening, and I will see you tomorrow on live for our Sistas Keeper. And I still owe y'all an episode 5 breakdown video, which I will probably post tomorrow. I'm sorry I'm behind with it again. I was having a good old time last week, and the episode was short. The episode wasn't trash. It was definitely a dud. So I was a little bit slow to make it, but I got y'all tomorrow. See you in the next one.